State Representative Carol Ammons and her husband, they're facing an 11-count federal indictment. Some of her alleged misdeeds: self-dealing, steering state grants to a family member, and lying to the FBI.
Illinois is a very corrupt state with corrupt processes and corrupt leaders. Democratic State Rep Carol Ammons has been indicted by the feds for abusing her legislative initiative funds. These funds I spoke against on the Senate floor this past year.
We should not be borrowing against all of the children in Illinois and then picking certain areas to send that money and not even bother to include the poorest counties in the state.
The majority Democrats borrowed against every child, every family in Illinois so they could spend money in their districts. And as far as we can tell, it was done on a partisan basis. It helps get these terrible budgets passed, and members use these member initiative funds to dole out grants at their discretion, which I believe is thoroughly corrupt. Representative Ammons is accused by the feds of taking it the next logical step, which is if this is her funds to dole out his district, she's going to make sure it goes to family members. She's going to make sure she gets kickbacks herself, gets gifts of your money. These micro-corruptions that people think is politics as usual in Illinois, they need to be reformed. I would argue even the practice itself, the so-called legal practice they use to help grease the wheels to pass these terrible budgets, that is a micro-corruption itself. Don't take anyone telling you, well, this is just an isolated incident. It's not. We need to put pressure on to get ethical reforms through, or we will never get the financial reforms done that need to happen. Illinois is 50th out of 50 for long-term fiscal stability. And part of it is because these corrupt processes are ruining our finances.